Welcome, Valpo fans, to another edition of Valpo All Access. I'm Aaron Levitt here with volleyball head coach Karen Avery after the team's 3-0 win over Indiana State in their home opener Friday evening. Coach, welcome and congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Before we get into tonight's match, there have been a lot of milestones so far this year, and let's touch on some of them. I think the big one that obviously stands out is Riley Cookerly just continuing to check off milestone after milestone. She's moved up to third in NCAA in history and career digs. She broke the Valpo career digs record last weekend, and then tonight here at home broke the Missouri Valley Conference career digs record. And, you know, I know we've talked a lot over the last few years about Riley and what she means to your program, but just what has it been like watching her continue to reach even higher milestones over the first few weeks this year? And then, you know, with her play on the court, what have you seen from her this year that's maybe improved even over the last couple of years?
Yeah. First of all, I think the greatest thing about Riley is she's not only a great libero, but she's a great leader. She leads by example. She works extremely hard every day at practice. She's a phenomenal student athlete. You know, I mean, she's a wonderful human being. Like, I really cannot say enough about her in every aspect of her life and her career here at Valpo. So excited. If there's somebody who's very deserving of everything she's been given, it is her. And she has worked extremely hard. I think the greatest thing about Riley is, you know, she could have a 30 dig performance or a 35 dig performance, and she will be mad about the one time she got aced, you know, or the one dig she didn't make. And she just continuously wants to improve every day. And again, that's why she's so good, because she's never satisfied with what she does. So very proud of her. This year has been a little harder, I think. You know, knowing that we have a really good libero on our side, a lot of teams are kind of, you know, working their offense to not have her touch as many balls. And so I think she's been a little actually frustrated at times this year because she hasn't been as impactful as she could be. But again, you know, when you're a libero, you can only control the controllables. And, you know, when people are not hitting at you, there's not a whole lot you can do. So again, like, so proud of her career, and you know, we're crossing our fingers, you know, that she stays healthy and that, you know, she can hopefully break the NCAA dig record.
Another milestone that was recognized tonight before the match from earlier in the year, setter Brittany Anderson reaching the 4,000 career assist milestone. What's it been like having her back this year after not playing in the spring season because she was playing softball? And then what does it mean again to see someone put up those kind of numbers from the setter position?
Yeah, you know, just replay what I said about Riley and put Brittany's name in there instead. And that is Brittany. You know, she, again, she's just, she's so wonderful. She's a wonderful human being. She's a great student athlete. She works so hard. She's exactly like Riley. She's never happy with her performance, even though she's playing really well. Like, and she's just a phenomenal, again, human being. And so wonderful to see her, you know, break these records also. So excited to have her back this season. She is a great leader. People really love playing for her. So again, I can't tell you how excited I am to have her back in uniform this season. And again, you know, this whole senior class is they're just wonderful people. And we have been blessed that we've had a really great year.
Something else I'm sure you're excited about, the fact you got to play at home tonight. First 13 matches of the year away from home. Finally, the first home weekend. Timed well with homecoming weekend, obviously. Great fan support tonight. Just what's it like for the team to be able to sleep in their own beds? First off, not have to get on a bus this weekend, and then play with that kind of energy from the crowd.
Yeah. Six straight weeks on the road is a lot, you know, because we played our exhibition on the road too. So we had our exhibition on the road and then went, you know, boom, you know, 4 weeks in preseason, and then of course, the longest trip into Missouri State. So, you know, I did tell the team, you know, if you could have one game where I knew that would be a real struggle for us, was the Missouri State match, because we had been on the road this whole entire time. So that was a little bit of a struggle for us. It was a long trip back. So I was a little concerned, on how our energy would be this week, because I know I was extremely tired and, I'm not even playing. But the girls, again, the crowd was, like you mentioned before, the crowd was phenomenal. Love seeing all the student athletes and the, students in general come out and support. We had an amazing crowd, and it was fun. And you're right. I thought the girls really did a good job feeding off that energy tonight.
Looking at the match, a nice little 3-0 win, none of the sets closer than 25-21. I think the thing that stands out to me is the performance of Haley Hart out of the middle. 15 kills, hit 500, had a few blocks as well. And I know I was looking at it. She's led you in kills now in 3 straight matches and in blocks in all 3 matches as well. Talk a little bit about like how she stepped up her game. I know you guys have been dealing with some injuries, and so you need people to step up, and she really seems like she's taken it to the next level recently.
Yeah, obviously she's a returning second team all conference performer. So, obviously Haley's a very good player, but, again, Haley has had some nagging injuries. She actually had 2 very serious injuries in her time here, and she's had to have major surgeries on them. And I'm not saying she's super healthy this year, but I think in where she's come from in her 4 years here, she is definitely on the healthier side. And now we're seeing the Haley Hart that, everybody knew was in her. But again, some injuries were holding her back from, I think, playing as well as she could. And now we're seeing, a fairly healthy Haley. And gosh, she has played so well these last 3 games. And I hope she continues to do so. And what I like about her is, they're really, obviously teams are keying on her, because she's doing so well, and she's just playing such high IQ volleyball for us.
Well, you've got one of the first 3 matches of the weekend, 3 matches in 4 days, 1 win under your belt. Tomorrow evening, 6 p.m., Evansville comes into the Arc. What should we look for out of them, and how do you beat them?
Yeah. Evansville, again, had a great preseason this year, and, they have 3 outside hitters who are amazing volleyball players. I believe they're in the top 10 in the country in, assists and in kills. And so, they run the show at Evansville, those outside hitters. And when if you can't stop them defensively, it's going to be a real short night for whoever they play against. And they're, again, talking about high IQ, their shot chart is amazing. I really don't know, after all these years of playing, how they can still hit the ball so hard. They get set almost every ball, and that's just it, right? Like, everybody knows where the ball's going, and you still can't stop them. They really are great volleyball players, and they're really fun to watch, actually. So we've got to do a really good job defensively, not even just blocking, but defending around them, in order to win the game. And if you can't slow them, you're not going to stop them because they're that good, but if you can slow them down a little bit, you have a chance.
Well, that match against Evansville, 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Come on out to the Arc after the homecoming football game to hopefully cap a winning day of Valpo action. If you're not in town, you can catch the match on ESPN3. Coach Avery, thanks for joining me. Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.